Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. Yeah, SUI has not really changed in any way really to yesterday. Pushed slightly higher, but hasn't really given us enough clarity on the micro level here if this is something different now. Overall, we're holding support, and I would still like to see the price get to $2.47 next. Okay, so that's the key idea I have, and that's because Circle 3, which I explained in detail yesterday, so I made a long video yesterday about SUI. The idea was that Circle 3, the first ideal target, is at 247, but depending on which structure on the micro level is unfolding, we could even extend further higher. There is absolutely no sign of exhaustion yet, other than maybe a little bit of overlapping price action here, which indicates that we're getting into the realm of wave 4-5 patterns. We can identify certain divergences depending on which time frame we're looking at. So what we normally say, right, is when we're looking at the relative strength index, and this is the daily chart now, the highest reading normally appears in the middle of the third wave. So this is the third wave of the third wave. Happened here end of September. That was the absolutely highest reading. When we then get into the realm of the fifth wave, even if it's within the third, so within the larger third wave, and again, you know, I explained that all in detail yesterday, but idea is a larger degree wave 2 bottomed in September, here, 2nd of September. We're now in that third wave. First ideal target, 247. Actually, we've nearly reached it, so I'm very pleased with that. But it's now obviously to understand, okay, what are the signals that we've topped? And at the moment, there is no signal yet. We just see some bearish divergences, and they are quite common as we get into the realm of these fifth waves, right? Important is to understand the highest reading. The reading is at its extreme normally in the third of a third wave. Now, that is done, right? If we then go to the 4-hour chart, you can also see here, I mean, obviously, this is all not valid as divergence because this is just too far. It's just not how the RSI works, but there is a small bearish divergence here as well. So just indicating, we're getting now into that area where things are going to get a bit more choppy. Not necessarily bearish, but I would say the easy trend is done. This was easy to trade on the way up. There was no support level that broke at all. I think even now, I think we had one micro support level that broke. It's just now that we need to be a bit cautious because we're now getting to the point where that third wave has pretty much fulfilled all requirements. Now on the micro level, which is usually unclear in crypto or not very clear, there are now some choppy movements here. And the question is, what is it? So my idea is it could be that we're dealing with an ending diagonal, so that a fourth wave in Circle 3 bottomed on the 3rd of October. This was a wave 1, a wave 2. We're now in a third wave. Then we get a wave 4 and a wave 5. Important is to understand here just what is support. Support is located for this between $1.85 and $2.06. This is the support area. And there's a structural support level, which is not so meaningful in this context. Structural support at $2, and then below that at $1.75, which is quite meaningful because a break below that 184, 185 level is the invalidation point for that currently white microstructure, okay? It's actually also the invalidation point for the yellow count, at least the yellow micro level, where a wave 4 bottomed here on the 10th of October, okay? So it's either that we are in wave 5 and wave 5 already started on the 3rd of October, or wave 5 started on the 10th of October. And all we need to do is pretty much get to 247 or higher, right? And we're nearly there. I mean, we're so close that I'm saying that I wouldn't be surprised if this larger fourth starts. But it would require a break below $1.74 to confirm, and a break below 184, 185 to indicate that it might break. I hope that's clear. So there's no guarantee that the white count plays out. Essentially, we just want a fifth wave in wave 3 that breaks above the third wave high, which it's done, and reaches 247. So all I'm saying is I'm tracking the possibility for further extensions because we don't want to get, let's say, short-term bearish too early. But at the same time, it's pretty much fulfilled all the requirements. And then I'll give you my best view of the microstructure. But please note that microstructures are very much based on interpretation and can get very, very messy. I mean, yesterday we saw here a first 5-wave move up, which could indicate this was an A wave. Then we've been watching kind of for a B wave pullback. The question is B already done? I don't know, right? This is where the micro gets really, I mean, you have to watch it like a hawk. The thing is, important is to understand that for this B wave pullback, $1.84 is support. And the invalidation point is $1.74. And then this can just move a little bit in the range. I mean, we're then getting to a time frame where, or degree where it's impossible to track the waves on an altcoin, right? I would not be surprised if wave B already bottomed and we're going higher more directly. At the same time, this rally from yesterday's low looks a bit like a 3-wave move, so it might form a wider flat correction. So it's not so meaningful, right? People panic about like, oh, it's going from 215 to 238. I mean, that is noteworthy, but it's not noteworthy compared to what SUI normally does, right? It's just a tiny move. It doesn't change anything. It's not meaningful. It's not meaningful how much it does in percent. It's meaningful. Is it anything unusual compared to what we've laid out here? And would it break any patterns? And also, is it in any way unusual compared to what SUI normally does? Not at all, right? So nothing noteworthy at this stage compared to yesterday's update, just basically explaining again the key levels and structures. And overall, the $1.29 level is key support from an Elliott wave point of view. So that is the 50% retracement of the rally that started on the 3rd of September. And this is the impulsive support. Any break below it will indicate we're not dealing with an impulse and it would be more bearish. So yeah, this overall means that ideally I would still get like at least one push to 247. And then everything above that is really nice to have. Then my targets have been reached. Further extensions have to be expected, but cannot necessarily be predicted. But there's always a technical answer to this. Okay, that's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, and please check out the channel membership. You can find the link for that in the description. And on our website, you can actually find 2 videos that explain how the membership works, how Discord works, which is what you do, you connect to Discord, you connect Discord to the website and you get access. And it just explains how it all works, what you see with, in our crypto membership and everything. To access this, you just click on subscriptions and you get to our trading subscriptions, the different memberships and the explanation videos if you want to see a quick like sneak peek into the membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Yesterday, for example, I uploaded videos on Twitter specifically for some cryptocurrencies that have not been uploaded to YouTube. For example, Aerodrome Finance. If some of you are interested, on the weekend I also uploaded a Tao video to Twitter. Okay, that's the update. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.